welcome back. We are here joined tonight with Allie, who is going to talk to us a little bit about her upcoming wedding herself in, I think we talked about it earlier, she said 114 days. So for
Yes.
those of you that want to do the math, don't try. It's somewhere in the middle of May. So we want to take a few minutes and just catch up with Allie and see, how's the wedding planning coming? Are you under any stress? If not, what are you doing that other people clearly aren't to not be stressed? So first, let's start here. How are you and Scuba doing with everything going on with the wedding?
We're doing really good, actually. The beginning was a little stressful, the beginning of planning. It's not easy planning a wedding during COVID. It's really tough. And there were a lot of things where like I was limited to the amount of people I could have, at my dress fitting, which was kind of tough when I was shopping for my dresses because, I wanted all my girls there. So having to pick and choose, that was really tough. And, you catch a lot of heat when people start finding out that you're planning a wedding in the middle of a pandemic. And it's stressful enough with everything else, wedding planning, and then stressful with COVID. And, both of our jobs still being affected with restrictions and stuff. So then to have them two tied together and, to be criticized for it makes it really tough because you're trying to keep in, positive, area mentally with your wedding planning. And so that just kind of brings you down. And when you're cranky about it, like, everything else just butterfly effects from there. So it's definitely been really stressful. We've had a good amount of hiccups. We've had stress from, family and friends not understanding, that we are on a limited, limit to how many people we can have and invite and include. And, so there's definitely been a lot of backlash from there and a lot of non-supportive people.
Okay.
And, so that's made it really tough. But, with that, there's been a lot of positive, like, I have an incredible partner that I'm about to marry who helps with anything and everything you can imagine. And my bridesmaids have been a huge help. And, so, I've, been able to like with all like these tips and tricks that I've been learning along the way to kind of keep it stress-free, it's been good though. It's, overall like starting to get to that point where a lot of the stuff's kind of done. So we're just kind of hanging out and waiting and, just chilling.
So let me ask you this. So for those of you who don't know, Allie and Scuba have a newest member to their family, Little Louise.
Little Louise, baby babers.
Yes. So Wheezy, as I think Scuba likes to call her. So
Wheezy F puppy.
So cutest little puppy ever. So, newest member to their clan. You had said that you and Scuba kind of want to circle back just a little bit. You're kind of at that point of things are pretty much starting to slow down as far as the planning and getting things organized. You're just kind of waiting, and kind of just, it's now day by day, day by day. So I know with COVID and everybody, and you're going to get backlash, right? And so for those of you who don't know, I saw it on your Facebook, and I don't think you put it on Instagram, but on your Facebook, you had said because of COVID, because of limitations as far as a number of people for social distancing, things of that nature, and even the venue has a limitation on their capacity, right? Little plug: you are getting married at Steel Tie Spirits, which is owned by a good friend Ben, right?
Yes.
So he opened up that venue. Guys, if you are a vodka or a rum drinker and you want to support local, as Allie and I have been so much into, and Scuba as well, we are very big into supporting small businesses, especially during the pandemic. Check out Steel Tie Spirits. They're in West Palm in the Grandview Public Market, right?
Right in that area. So they are, I guess, like just south of like where Grandview Market stands.
Okay.
If you just walk past it, you'll see them. Big gray building.
So go in there. Great rum, great vodka. Ben's a great guy. It's all done here, and I will tell you, it was started with him and his father, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And to see what they have accomplished and what Ben is continuing to do, guys. I've had it. I've tried it. Allie, I know you and Scuba have had his rums and his vodka.
Yeah.
Phenomenal drinks, guys. Go check them out. So Ben, if you check this out, there you go. We're going to give you a little plug because we support local. We believe it's a great thing to do right now. So everything's small. I saw you posted though. Let me kind of get back to it. you posted that people are giving you slack. You've been getting a lot of heat because not just the venue. When COVID, we get COVID, people are like, "Why are you going out?" Blah blah blah. I understand that. I'm not disagreeing with them. I'm not agreeing with them. I understand the concern. That being said, you had posted something about, look, I got to live my life. I want to. We're going to be as safe as we can. We're going to socially distance. Whether people want to wear masks or not, that's another story. Leave it kind of a personal choice unless the venue requires it. We get it. But the heat you've been getting that I saw, and you put it out there, right? And it was, we understand the size and the capacity limitations, right? You aren't able, and look, Allie, I know you would invite the world if you could. Certain people weren't able to be invited for this, that, or the other. And you've been taking heat for it. Scuba's been taking heat for it. So when those come out, and I saw that post, and I immediately said to myself, if they can't understand that it's not their decision as far as the capacity, then that's not their fault. That's on the other person, right? You have told us multiple times you are going to be throwing an after party downtown somewhere, probably Roxy's, because I know that's your go-to spot. And you're going to be the one in your wedding dress while he's in his tux, aren't you?
That will be me.
That's going to be Allie. So if you see Allie in mid-May walking around downtown Clematis in a wedding dress, yes, that is her welcome and wish her congratulations, best of luck, and buy her and Scuba a nice little wedding shot. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. So what are you doing? People are giving you heat. People are just kind of. I've seen it. Let's be honest. We have the social media people that just are out there, and that's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
Your mental health is got to be going off the walls trying to explain to these people, look, I can only invite so many people. The venue, one, only holds so many. Two, with social distancing and COVID restrictions, we're even minimizing that further to try to help protect people as much as we can. What's going through your mind? Like, how are you dealing with these people? You're not cutting them off, I'm assuming, but you're just not actively engaged.
This has been challenging for me because I am very blunt. I am very to the point, and I'm very assertive. And I sometimes can be a little bit too blunt. So sometimes I come across a little bit too much an aggressive type of a person, sometimes confrontational. So I've had to be able, like, I've really tested some of the things that I've been learning through the NLP with Amy, on how to keep myself not from getting really upset and needing to go to that point where I need to be so assertive with somebody.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to be understanding, I am, while it's offensive to me for somebody to be upset that I can't include you and to, dare I say, have the audacity to give me slack. I don't care if you say, God, I wish I was invited, or I know you didn't invite me. Hey, am I invited? I don't mind the people asking.
Sure.
It's, when I get the backlash, I can't believe you didn't invite me, and they're serious about it, right. Everybody, but it's, on one end, I'm so beyond flattered that people genuinely care about us that much that they want to be included, because that makes me feel good knowing that we're doing something right and that our relationship is having a positive influence on people, because you learn from what you see, and you tend to monkey see, monkey do. So if there are people who see the way that we interact and see our love and see our wedding, maybe that'll motivate them to be better partners to their, significant others or whatever. So it warms me to know that people care that much, that want to be there. But then at the same time, catch 22, there's people that really just want to partake in your party, and they just want to be included. They want to be on the guest list. You know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, sometimes, and this is, why we did toss up back and forth. I didn't want the big wedding. He does. And, so we decided that if we were going to do this, we had to do it the right way. And then the pandemic, we got engaged in the middle of the pandemic. So top of it, it's gone as far as our family has been disrespectful or short over it, instead of being understanding, Italian, we have a huge family. And then on top of it, my dad is one of 5 and he's one of 6. I've got a huge family, and, we're 2, bartenders. So we know everybody, and we love all of our friends. We love all of our bar guests, and, my hair clients, my salon clients. It's, if, we could have everybody there, we could, but, our venue fits this many people because it's so small and tiny. And, Ben, the owner of Steel Tie, has, been, a very, very, very good friend to both of us, even long before we knew each other.
Right.
Ben was a very dear friend of mine. Ben and I are going on, I think, 8 years of friendship. And I think him and Scuba are, just as long. So not even just the 3 years that Scuba and I have been involved, together, but, our friendship with Ben extends even further. So this venue has a lot of meaning to us. We watched Ben build this beautiful place, and I'm not willing to budge and compromise so that I can accommodate my family, especially like fence. Like, if I haven't heard from you in a year, you haven't seen my relationship grow. I can't include you in my union and my marriage ceremony.
Right.
That is why we are having an after party on Roxy's rooftop. And we picked that location for a reason, because it's an outside open air area where everybody can, we can have everybody there. It is your own expense, so I don't have to. I don't pockets. I'm a hairstylist. Okay, I'm limited in phase one, so we had to do what was affordable for us as well. And it does make it tough. It does, it breaks our hearts. And I tell you, we must have redone our guest list at least 20 times, because we started with this many people, and then we had to get it to people, and this many and this many and this many. It's just, it broke our hearts having to do it. And it wasn't that we didn't care about anybody. It wasn't that, we started, I don't have one best friend. I have a girl gang. So my bridal party is 8 people.
Right.
So our bridal party alone is 20 people. So, like right there, that's a good chunk of your guest list when you have a 70 person, absolute very max type of a thing.
Well, exactly. So.
It was challenging and it was hard, but, I hope, anybody, I hope everybody paid, who, a lot of my family and friends do follow this, and I hope everybody understands that it wasn't that Scuba and I didn't want to include you. It's not that we didn't want you there. It's not that you weren't important enough to us. If I could have a festival for our wedding to share all of that love, because I would love to share my wedding with everybody, because I want everybody to see the love that we have for one another, because I want everybody to find that love, so it just, sorry, you just didn't make the cut. It sucks. I know.
It does. And it's funny. I know you and I have talked about it offline. I've made the joke. I know I joked with Scuba. So a couple of quick things. Scuba, when I found out you guys were getting married, and I saw it, because Scuba he puts it all over Facebook, and I saw it and I went, wow, man, quickly text him, was like, hey, congratulations. Good for you guys. I'm happy for you, each of you. I know you and I talked about it. I was texting him one night and I said, hey, you got to make sure, I know Josh is your boy, but he's only one of 2 Asians that you guys know. So you got to bring both of us. Otherwise, that's only 50%. Affirmative action is going to apply somewhere. And he said the same thing you did. He's like, look, I want to have everybody. And I immediately knew, it was no offense. Yeah. It was not personal. It was, you guys got to do what you got to do for your happiness, your health, your overall day. Right. And he knew, and Scuba's great, right? He knew immediately I was joking. And we all kind of made the joke. I think I made the joke offline with you, and I think Amy and Travis were there. It was, we're just going to all show up and just crash the wedding at some point. I'll have a camera, I'll make sure Josh and I have cameras as the typical token Asians looking like tourists. So for those of you who are freaking out and are wondering, why didn't we make the cut? Calm down. Allie, you just heard it from her mouth. There is a post or an after party at Roxy's rooftop right after they're done getting married, after their ceremony. And to back her up, yes, I agree. Look, we don't have unlimited pockets and unlimited funds, but so guys, go celebrate, enjoy that night with them, help them, really feel the love that they all have. I will tell you, Ben, you and Scuba have known Ben forever, right? 8 years is a long time. I met Ben right before the two of you started dating. About a little more than 3 years ago. We were actually at brunch, Scuba, myself, and a couple other people. And Ben showed up with his girlfriend, Lydia. I always want to say Little because that's how he introduced me to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is her real name? And I feel so bad. So sorry, I didn't know. But it was immediately sat down. It was like we had all known each other for 30 years. Like we all just went back, and it was, hey, we're going to go do this. We're going to do that. Why don't you guys come? It's her birthday. And we're like, all right, cool. Let's go. And So that's the kind of person Ben is. I saw it after 5 minutes, and for him to open up his distillery to you guys, kudos to him. He's doing something that he saw two of his greatest friends, right? Two of the nicest people we all know. You guys are going to get married. This is the least we can do. So, I'm glad at least you and Scuba are at that point where you're kind of relaxing, settling down, just waiting for that day to come, anxiously, I'm sure. But at the same time, are you still seeing any grief from people, or is it kind of that started all to kind of fizzle out?
Occasionally, it's been a couple weeks,
Okay.
and it's like it's not an overwhelming. It's like it's the thing that's really tough is like the people we're getting the backlash from are like the people who are not involved in our lives. So it's
Right.
it's kind of just like very easy to just be like, I like, and I'm the type of person like I said, I'm very confrontational. I've kind of like, and Scuba's the type of person, so he's not a confrontational person at all. So he's just like, just let it go, ignore it. So it's really, we've kind of just, like, listen, we would love to include you. We're so sorry. We appreciate it. Whatever, and handle it from there. And the moment they start with their negativity, done, cut off.
Yeah.
No longer responding. I'm no longer entertaining you. You can be upset. I literally had to delete a family member's comment from my post because, like, yeah, this is just not the energy that I'm allowing around.
It's not worth it.
It's just not. It's at the end of the day, like, the people that are there, you were picked for a reason, and we appreciate all of the love. And the people that aren't there, like, it's just, we just didn't have room. But please, like, by all means, like, come and enjoy us, in all of our company, and celebrate with us, like, at the after party where, we have so much of our, family and friends, like, they're not going to go to that, like our elderly family and my parents. If I could get my mom on Roxy's rooftop, best believe I would. I'm going to try.
So for the record, if she gets her mom on Roxy's rooftop, we will all be there cheering both of them on. And I'm sure at some point, Scuba's going to bust it out and say, all right, Mom's has to have a shot with me. And that means
on the stage.
Yes. And I know what that means for Scuba and you. You will not let her walk off that stage or out of Roxy's rooftop without doing that shot on that stage. So, look, at the end of the day, I think you guys are doing what's best for you because let's be honest, this wedding isn't about everybody around you. This is a day for you and Scuba. Enjoy your day. I'm so happy for the two of you. And I look forward to, like you said, I may not have made the cut, but I am absolutely looking forward to that after party because the ceremony, it should be very intimate with the people that are closest to you. So if you haven't talked to somebody in a few years or in a long time, I have a very simple rule that I follow. So I keep my contact list on my phone very small. If I haven't talked to you in 12 months, your number, and it's nothing personal, I delete it because what are the odds we're going to talk again over the next 12 months? Probably not. So if I don't talk to you in 12 months, I delete it. And it's like, look, if you reach out, fine. If you don't, fine. So I will tell you, I am looking forward more to the after party than I would have been to the ceremony.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if y'all have like been to Roxy's and had like that Kid Carter good spinning in your ears, but like it's gonna be a blast. And like it's such a like, I mean, like we even before we were dating, we hung out there together all the time. So it's like a really cool spot for us. But I mean, like that's to me, like that's like the West Palm staple. So like it's gonna be a blast. I'm so excited. Like I can't wait. Like it's gonna be a good time. And now that I'm like done stressing over
everything,
bitter people, like I can move dealing with the regular stress of planning a wedding.
Right, exactly. You can get back to being just normal anxious. Yeah, exactly. Just normal anxious, not that other crap. So, I know that we talked about it last time. You got back from the Keys. You had your brother's wedding a little while ago. Congratulations to him again. I know that we called Scuba out, or let me be specific. I called Scuba out. And I will continue to call Scuba out until he gets on one of these episodes with us. Because I think one of the things is, right, and we talked about it, he agreed. He wants to do one. Well, we got to get him there.
We talked about it this weekend again, too.
Okay.
Because, like, like everybody's like, we've had some people say, like, make comments about like, like, oh, you guys just put everything in your relationship on Facebook, and it's like you're throwing it in my face and blah blah blah. The things that I've heard are like, ridiculous, like, barf. And at the end of the day, like, I like, when you're happy, you want to shoot it from the rooftops, right? You gotta like just
Sure.
like write it, like yell it as loud as you can. But like I said before, like people tend, like, monkey see monkey do, so
Right.
like to him, I was like, listen, like, if we sit down and we can talk about what it's like to be in a relationship the way that we have, because we have a great relationship. We don't have a perfect relationship. Like, we have your typical, trust me, like, I'm a psycho. So we have your normal issues, but like the way that we handle them and the way that we're learning still to this day and learning new things to handle stuff, like, I think that that's something that we should be sharing. Like, I don't have Facebook so that I can share pointless memes all the time. I love the pointless memes, don't get me wrong,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
but people seem to forget the whole point in social media and why we have podcasts like the one that we have. It's so that we can share our content. It's your decision to watch it and pay attention to it.
Correct.
Share it, because if there's something that my life can back and use and help somebody else with, then all the better. And so Scuba was like a little bit self-conscious about coming on here and opening up about our personal relationship, even though he's so public about it. And I said,
I know.
he doesn't want to be put on the spot, I think is what it is. I think he's nervous.
So I got a simple solution for that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come over. We're gonna shoot a live one with him there, and he's gonna have. I'm gonna put him on the spot. He's got to do the penguin dance. That's the dance he's got to do.
Shuffle. He will do the scuba shuffle.
He's got to do the scuba shuffle.
Him up. Yeah.
I mean, that's the way we get it done, because we know, you and I both know, he's gonna do that shuffle as long as you ask him. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not a positive on this one, but I'm pretty sure Donnie, who is, those of you who don't know Donnie is Scuba's best man. They have been friends for God knows how long now. I've known Donnie forever, so I've known Scuba forever. Donnie, I sent him a text and I challenged him. He has to get that to the wedding dance. So like the groomsmen and Scuba, they do a coordinated dance of some sort, but that has to be it. And Donnie said flat out, done. It will happen. I said, I want video proof and confirmation. Otherwise, I don't believe you. So,
that is amazing. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
Look, 20 years down the road, you're going to be watching that wedding video going, what the hell did these people get us into? And you're going to laugh. Don't get me wrong. You'll laugh about it, but you're going to be like, what the hell? Look, it's fun. It's your day. Enjoy your day. I am so happy for the two of you. I can't wait for the party. What we want to do is we're going to have another video in another week or so here. Again, Allie is going to join me, and she's going to give a few of her tips of what she's done to manage the stress, besides just kind of putting mute on those people who are giving her grief, which, by the way, I do agree with. I think it's a phenomenal idea. But she's going to share 2 or 3, 4 tips with us of what she's done to stay sane, how Scuba's helped her stay sane and go through it. And kudos to Scuba for, like you said, he's really just stepping up and helping you any way he can. To kind of put in perspective before we leave here, I saw his post last night that he posted last night, almost 24 hours ago. He got home around 1:30 in the morning. So for those of you who don't know, Scuba works with Allie's brother with a pest control fertilization company. So those of you who need help with your lawn, want it to look better, whatever it may be, reach out to Allie, send her a private message here, because she will get you that contact information for her brother's business. I personally have actually getting ready to call him. They just got married, so I'm going to give them a little while. And I'll reach out to him because I want my lawn taken care of as well. So Scuba was up at the crack of dawn, worked all day in the sun.
Coming off vacation.
Right, coming off of vacation. Gets home, has enough time to basically shower, change, and get back out the door to his bartending job over at Renegades, right?
Yep.
Gets home around 1:30. Allie had sent him a text saying she wanted a burger.
Oh, no, I actually didn't even ask for it. He texted me when he was I was like falling asleep, and he texted me and he's like, do you want mac and cheese or hamburger or hot dog? Because I'm going to come home and make you dinner. And I was like in bed, ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm going to bed without dinner because I'm too tired. And so he offered it. And I didn't even need to ask. And then I like fell asleep and forgot about it and figured that once he came home and like saw me asleep, like he wouldn't
Nope.
make it. Like I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I was like, if I
Yeah.
can't stay awake and I fall asleep, then he'll just not
It is
make
what
it for me.
it is.
No, he woke me up and I half asleep ate a hamburger with my eyes closed and then went back to sleep.
And you know what? That's just the kind of person he is. Yeah, I'm gonna make you dinner. And you were thinking, all right, if I'm asleep, he's just gonna do it. So that is the kind of person Scuba. That's the kind of person Allie. They both are. They are the ones that will give you the shirt off their back if you needed it. They will open their home up to you if hey, I need a couch to crash on for the night. They are the ones that people can rely on. I was always taught, and this is a credit to you and Scuba. I was raised and taught that you are lucky if you can count all your true friends on one hand. It took me until I was probably my mid 20s to understand what my dad meant, and it was you are gonna have a lot of friends or people that you call friends, but you'll be lucky to have five that you can call night or day, anytime, because you're in trouble. And Allie and Scuba, I will tell you, those are two of the people that if I were in trouble, I know I could call and count on. I could count on Scuba for a laugh. I could also count on him for a shot if you needed it. Allie is the person that, oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, Allie's the person that if I called and said, I am having a bad day, I just need somebody to vent to, she will be there with open arms just to listen, probably with a shot as well. So, um, with all that said, I'm glad that you guys are finally in that stage of we can relax a little bit and just get to this day, take it day by day. I'm happy that you finally are kind of the people giving you grief, they're out, right? Um, so with that, again, I'm going to call Scuba out. Scuba, I want you on a video with us on an upcoming episode with Allie. I want to talk to you, get your perspective on what the wedding planning has been like from the day you guys got engaged to the second you started, the moment you started planning all in. Um, and we will even make it a little bit better for you, Scuba. Not only will we do it and come to you, but we will bring you food and Jameson. Because for those of you who don't know, Jameson is their drink of choice. I highly recommend that if you're going to get them a wedding gift, that's what it is. That said, Allie, I look forward to our next conversation when we talk about some of your tips to stay sane.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, have a great night. We'll be back with another episode soon.